I'm Brent. Call us. We'll go to bat for you.
Call 265-1100.
This is an exciting and busy time of year for high school graduates looking to plan to say goodbye to high school and head off to college. If you know someone who is looking to continue their love of music as they go to college, then make sure they watch this morning because they could cash in on some great scholarship money. Allison Ford is with the Chattanooga Music Club here in town, and she wants to encourage every music-loving teen out there to apply. Good to see you this morning.
Good morning.
So I guess you should clarify, if your version of loving music is playing your songs on iTunes, that's a little bit different. But if you are a performer of some sort and you want to keep it going, you'd like them to take part in the scholarship offering.
Absolutely. So we're here with the Chattanooga Music Club that they're offering their scholarships this year as they have for decades before. And these scholarships are for graduating high school seniors who have studied music throughout their high school career and who, whether or not they're planning on going to college for, say, chemistry or maybe English or maybe even music, so long as they continue to study their instrument when they get into the college level, we have scholarships for them this year.
So when you talk about playing their instrument, that would also include vocal performance too, right?
Absolutely. I guess as a vocal musician, I think of my voice as an instrument, but
Correct.
100% voice included. And we cover all kinds of instruments, bluegrass. We do folk music. We've had students audition on the bluegrass violin, I think even a mandolin at one point. So we love all the classical instruments, but if you have a different art form that you do with your music, bring it.
So, you know, Allison, this must be a really exciting offering this year more than any other because these kids, the musicians out there, have really been impacted. They haven't been able to do the things over the course of this COVID year that their athletic friends have been able to do.
Right. So a lot of the musical stages around town did close for this year, and the students missed out on a lot of opportunities. So I hope that they really look forward to this scholarship opportunity and getting off to college here in the next year.
So how do you apply? What do you do to get the money?
So you go to ChattanoogaMusicClub.org, and there is a scholarship tab, and you download the documents and begin the process. I think it's about 4 different pieces of paper. You want to get a head start on it. They're due in on April 5th, but go ahead and get a head start so you can get your teacher's recommendations. After that, we'll be receiving the auditions via virtual through YouTube on April 9 and 10.
So I would think too that being able to offer this, which as you said you've done for so long, does require not just your support with the Chattanooga Music Club, but the community support, because that till that you're able to then dispense is filled with the different fundraising efforts that you have throughout the year, isn't it?
Yes. And you know, you talk about the community involvement. Part of the reason that we want this scholarship to go to students, no matter what their degree of study is, but to go to music students, no matter what their degree of study, is so that when they graduate from college, they're ready to perform on community stages as musicians and members of the community.
Is there a limit, Allison, on how many people can get it? I mean, if you had 50 applicants, can you give something to all 50?
Probably not. We usually range in numbers anywhere from 3 to 5 or 7 scholarships. This year it looks like we have maybe around 15,000 to put into scholarships.
That's a significant amount of money. So are you basing it then, I hate to say this, but on their skill level? Is that how it's determined?
It's a combination of skill level and spirit with intention to complete studying their lessons alongside whatever they choose to study in college.
Well, you know, you've got kids, so do I, and as a parent, there's no greater joy than watching your child pursue that money in his or her own right. So if you're lucky enough to have somebody upstairs playing the French horn or singing their heart out and you want to get them passionate about continuing it, having a literal payoff for it could be a really good way to do it.
Yes.
Okay, Allison, so they're going to go to ChattanoogaMusicClub.org. They have until April 5th to get the application in, but you say the early bird will get the worm.
Absolutely.
All right.
Get it in.
And then the auditions happening April 9th and 10th, that will be done virtually, but it's another great example of the wonderful community spirit and outreach we have to take care of our own right here in Chattanooga. Allison, thank you.
Thank you for having us. Bye-bye.
New ways, new challenges, new